How's it going, folks? So I got a viewer request video here for y'all today. The name of this band is Forlorn Hope, and y'all may remember, it has to have been at least a year ago now maybe, that I did a reaction to their song Red Coat, I think was the name of it. And that's the extent of what I've listened to on this band. To be honest, I listened to that one song, and I never went back to listen to any previous material. But they have previous material prior to that song, and that's what this is here. And they, as far as I'm aware, they hadn't released anything since Red Coat, because I follow them on social media and stuff like that. Because gonna do a reaction to a future single if they release it or whatnot, but nothing has come down the pipeline as far as I'm aware. But at any rate, yeah, the name of this song is Badajoz. I'm not quite sure how to pronounce that, but I dig it. Anyway, like I said, this is a viewer request. This song was requested by this ranger right here. Thank you. And yeah, a cool request, because I had wanted to check out more of the band. I just hadn't gotten time to go back. So yeah, I'm really stoked for this. Really excited to see what this one's all about here. And yeah, without further ado, let's give it a listen, shall we? Rangers, go.
After 20 nights, the guns lie still, the calm before the storm. The waiting men prepare themselves for the carnage yet to come. 3 months since, in blood and fire, Ciudad Rodrigo fell. If into Spain we are to march, this beast must fall as well. The breach is steep, the ditch is deep, above the Frenchmen wait. But martial suit is drawing near, there is no time to waste. Wellington knows that he must act, attack and damn the cost. The orders travel down the line, the devil laughs at Badajoz.
wild song there. This band. It seems like, at least just based off of Redcoat and this song here, that very story-driven band. They really like telling story. During their song, it's like the lyrics are really kind of the story that they're telling, and a lot of times it seems like that kind of takes the focus, and the music is more of like the backdrop, as a vessel, kind of for helping this story get told. And that's cool. I dig that kind of thing. Uh, that intro was sick. That intro was just mad sick. I love the drums. Oh, the drums were fantastic. I loved the drums, and the guitar work was really cool. I love that riff, like during the chorus and stuff like that. Really great riff. I dug it. It just had like a kind of an epic feel to it. A very energetic kind of vibe. Yeah, I dug it. And then there was like some symphonic elements I could kind of hear, like maybe strings or something that were kind of going to. Really, really cool. I enjoyed that a lot. And they kind of fooled me because right after the intro, I thought it was just going to go berserk. But then it actually slowed way down, and it was just more of kind of like guitar picking, and it was more, somber or whatnot, before it eventually did kick off. So that was really neat as well. I was like, oh wow, cool. I had expected one thing, and it had done another. So I always like when that happens, because sometimes you get too used to something being a certain way, so you can see it coming from a mile away. But yeah, I got duped here on this one, so that's always neat. Um, yeah, I like the musicianship a lot. Again, that guitar riff, and then the drums were really, really great. Very driven kind of song, in a lot of moments. And the one thing is sometimes when it would really go berserk, like especially I would say during the guitar solo, everything just kind of clashed a little bit too much. It all just kind of, sometimes the sounds, the individual tracks or whatnot can just converge too much to where it all just becomes a little bit muddled. And I feel like that's what happened there a little bit. It became a little too chaotic sounding, and not as cleanly, each instrument or track or whatnot as easily discernible, as one would like. So yeah, there was a couple spots where that kind of happened. Again, it was when everything really went berserk. Sometimes everything would just become just a little muddied in there with the instruments. The vocals always sounded nice and on top of the music, so I could always clearly hear the vocals. So that was cool. But yeah, just in a couple spots, it just got a little bit muddied. But for the most part, I dug it. Again, I really love that guitar riff. That tune, that melody, just so tight. Really, really tight. So yeah, it's a cool song. And again, I like how they kind of, are telling this story of a battle. If I gathered that correctly, a battle of some sort. And yeah, it had a lot of different parts to this song, which was also cool. It wasn't just kind of like the same thing all the way through. So you were kind of getting, different pieces throughout, and it'd circle back to some and whatnot, of course. But yeah, there was definitely a lot of just diversity in kind of the arrangement of the song, which I admired and enjoyed that as well. So yeah, a cool song. A neat band, they have a sound, they have a certain style about them that it is memorable, I guess, because as soon as it kind of started and I heard the vocals and just the style of the vocal delivery kind of with the story, and then the music there's I was like, oh yeah, that's right, that's kind of like how Redcoat was, where you kind of have just the vocals really on top of everything and just kind of delivering this narrative, if you will. And so yeah, you know, I always like when there's a band that has a distinct kind of style that's instantly recognizable. So yeah, I dig it. But yeah, anywho, I'm curious if the band's going to release any new material at any point, because I'll definitely do a reaction to that. But let me know, folks, in the comments down below what you thought of this song. Are you familiar with the band? Have you listened to their previous material? You know, what are your thoughts on the band, the song? You know, let's talk about it in the comments down below. And thanks so much to the Ranger who requested this song. I'm glad I was able to go back in and listen to another Forlorn Hope song. So, yeah, cool stuff. And I'll catch you all next time, Ranger.